What's up, gamers? This is Proto, and welcome to another episode of Like or Dislike, where we look at some of the latest games coming out, give you a little bit of the backstory, tell you our pros and cons after getting our hands on the game, and showing you some gameplay all at the same time. And today we are looking at World War Z. Now, this is a third-person shooter game, but this game does not follow the movie at all. Instead, you play stories of different groups trying to survive the zombie outbreak in the World War Z world. So think of this like Left 4 Dead in World War Z. Now, each story has 3 levels that you can play, and you can play them either offline or online co-oply. Now, the progression is the same no matter which modes you play, and I thought that was pretty nice because there's some games where if you play online you have a progression, but if you play offline that progression doesn't change, and anything you do on offline doesn't transition onto online. So I thought that was pretty nice to do. Now, the lobbies are set up like Siege, so as far as setting up your classes and your characters, it'll seem very familiar to you. Like the look and the feel of it just really felt like Siege to me. Now, you have several different classes for different types of ways to play, and you can upgrade their abilities using in-game currency that you get from completing rewards, and it's pretty nice. It's pretty much you have from like level 1 to level 30, and you can unlock certain abilities. You have these little trees, but you can only have one thing unlocked under certain trees, so you have to choose which ones are best for you and your character. Now, weapons can be upgraded by using them in-game and unlocking attachments with in-game credits as well. Now, you play all the missions about the same: defending positions, rescuing people, locating certain items. The zombies are relentless, and they will keep coming after you no matter if you clear the area. And I kind of like that, because if you and your team are just like hanging around for a little bit, they're still going to come randomly and attack you, so it makes you want to constantly keep moving forward. Now, they are attracted by sound, so actually using suppressed weapons does play a big part. If you're trying to do a certain part and you're trying to have least amount of zombies know you're there, the suppressed weapons really work, and the headshots are very satisfying when you take them down. And it's funny when you shoot one in the head and the head explodes in front of a group of them and none of them react to it. That just made me laugh no matter how many times I did it. So you have a few variety of zombies that will change up the gameplay. You'll have tanks, you'll have ones that are alert, you have ones that hide in the shadows called lurkers, and they'll literally just leap on you, and you have literally a split second before you could take them down or they get on you. Now, one thing I kind of don't like about it so far is if a zombie takes you down, you can't get it off you. One of your teammates has to take it off you. So if they don't, you could end up being dead or turning into a zombie. So that's kind of like the only thing I don't like. I wish you could kind of like fight them off to a certain extent. Like, you know, if you're so weak you can't fight them, that's one thing. But relying on your team to take them down, I wish they didn't do that. They do have some lore and a little backstory into the characters, so that was pretty nice. You get to know the characters a little bit, but you're not gonna like really remember any of these characters actually. So, but it was nice for them to try to do that. Now, the multiplayer is okay, having several classes as you can choose from with preset loadouts, and then you have the traditional game modes that you would expect, and you have some new modes where you have to deal with zombies and other players at the same time. Now, one thing I thought was kind of nice was, even when dealing with the zombies, you have to deal with like the wave of zombies that come in from time to time. Like you would see in the movie how they would just be coming, huddling over each other, trying to climb over walls. You actually have incidents where you have to deal with things like that. You have to defend positions, and you can set the positions with whatever materials that you guys acquire. And sometimes that's just very satisfying, very fun, just trying to stop the waves, because you'll see them coming from a distance, and it will literally look like just a giant wave of zombies crawling all over each other and just trying to take them down before they get to you. Sometimes you're successful, sometimes they overrun your position, but I like that. It actually made it a lot of fun. That's pretty much the end of the game of it. So with that being said, let's jump into the pros versus the cons. And we're gonna start off with the pros, and we're gonna look at the first one, which is the offline and online progression. Like I said earlier, I thought that was pretty nice for them to do. A lot of games will do that differently, where you have a different progression offline and online, and I think that's pretty nice, because if you can't get in with a lot of people, or you're having issues with your servers or the internet, then you can still play offline. And playing offline, you're just using AI players, and they actually do pretty good. They actually look out for each other, and they actually back you up pretty well. So that's actually good for AI for once. The second pro we're gonna look at, the zombie movements. If you remember the movie, or if you have ever seen the movie, you know the zombies just come after you any type of way. And that's what I like about this. They will try to get to you any way they can, jumping through windows, crawling all over each other. Like I said, fighting the waves, what they call swarms. It's fun and satisfying, just trying to take them down, planting traps and everything. And the last part we're gonna look at is actually a teamwork of this. If you're with a good group, it's very satisfying. You can clear a lot of areas very easily, and it's just satisfying when you and your team are like in sync, working together, especially taking down the swarms, taking down the different variety of them, the tank zombies. It definitely works. So the teamwork is definitely there. Now with the pros done, let's take a look at the cons. So the first con we're gonna look at is server issues, and I'm pretty much gonna bunch together server issues along with long load times, disconnects, because a lot of that could be stemmed to the servers and internet. Because there was several times that I would just hop into matches and it would take forever for them to load, or I get into a match with people and we go to the next mission in that level and I get disconnected. So hopefully they get that resolved soon. That made me like want to go play offline for a while just to get the base of the game. Now the next con we're gonna look at, there's no customization in the multiplayer. They give you a bunch of different classes that you can use, and you can actually upgrade these classes some, but you can't customize them. You can't customize the weapons, you can't customize the loadouts, nothing like that. And I was like, that's kind of dumb. Like, why can't you choose what weapons you want to choose for this particular class? Like, give each class their own specific abilities like you do in the storyline, but let them choose their own weapons. I just thought that was pretty dumb. And the last con we're gonna look at, just basically like more missions. Hopefully they bring in some more groups, some more stories, or just add some more missions to the stories they already have. Because it's like you get into them and about time you get to the end, you're like, that's it. You kind of like want some more. You want to see what's going to happen next. So I kind of hope they add some more stories, some more groups, or just some more missions, because there could be a lot to done if you just add some more in it. So that's pretty much the end of the review. My thoughts, I thought it was an overall pretty good game. I thought the controls were kind of clunky at first because there's no real tutorial. You just hop into the game. So I recommend, if you want to learn the controls of the game, play it offline first, and then once you get a hang of it, then jump into the regular gameplay of it. So, but overall, the game is really good. Definitely can't say nothing too bad about it. It's a game that has some bugs that needs to be fixed. Hopefully it'll get the right attention it needs, and it can turn into an interesting game. I can definitely see people streaming this and just having fun as a group, because the guys I played with, we were just having a blast playing this game. But that's what I pretty much think of the game. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Have you already got the game? What do you like about it? What do you don't like about it? Does this help you decide whether to get the game or not? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We talk about stuff going on in the gaming and tech world, do reviews on some of the latest games and tech that's out, do top 10 of the new games coming out every month, and so much more. Make sure to follow us on our social media pages so you can keep up to date what's going on with us here at the Average Gamer Crew. If you want to reach out to me or InfamouslyTy, we love talking about gaming, so don't be afraid to hit us up. Catch us streaming on Twix and Mixer. You can catch InfamouslyTy on Mixer and me on Twitch. But this is Proto, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.